Alright guys, welcome back. Thank you for joining us for the Dashiki Brothers episode 2. I am Garrett Dearman.
Alvin Winena, or should I say, 2.0.
2.0.
2.5.
So, it's been a little bit since we recorded the last podcast. We had some audio issues when we were originally trying to record this one, so we figured we'd put out a good take and do a re-recording of it. So, Alvin, I know we talked about these things already briefly before, but I'd like to get right back into it. One of the most exciting things out of both of our weekends was hanging out with those Peruvian girls over at h00kers.
Yeah.
Dude, and it felt like it kind of came out of nowhere.
It did come out of nowhere because, I was over here working.
Yep.
And, we did go to Gillies afterwards.
We went to Gillies before we even headed over there.
Yeah.
But they were in for the long haul, man. They adored that place.
Yeah, they hit us up with a suggestion for where to go to Pike and Rose. Loved the suggestion we gave them, and then they were like, "Yeah, come chill." It was very, very chill. They're definitely prostitutes.
Yeah, let's talk about that elephant in the room, dude. Yeah. One is very hesitant to answer what she does for work, talks to her friend in Spanish for about a minute, and then says, "I own my own business."
Yeah, the fact that she had to pause, confirm with her friend what should I actually tell them, that was so awkward. And it happened because I think you asked her multiple times what she does.
I asked a couple times.
Yeah,
I was just
each time she was just hesitant to say what she did, and then the last time she talked to her friend was like, "Yeah, I own my own business." Okay.
She's in skincare and she does a lot of facials.
Yeah. And then the other one is just in business.
The most fucking just throwaway answer you can get.
Broad ass answer.
Yeah.
Business.
Very ambiguous, but it was a blast, and that was, I think, the first time I've been to h00kers before, dude. It's just a really nice place.
Yeah, I liked it. I went with Jocelyn a couple times. I went there by myself once, and they had a deal. It was $16 for a burger and a beer, fries, and beer. And I was like, you can't pass off on that offer.
No, dude.
And it was any beer on tap too. So
that's a steal.
Yeah.
Now, I do want to mention the bartender there hooked us up, dude.
Oh, dude, he hooked it up fat.
He hooked it up, man. I mean, we probably went through, between the two of us, 6 G&Ts. They each had a couple beers, and he didn't charge us anything. I threw him a $25 tip.
And he didn't even want that.
No.
He was like, you're lucky you know Alvin. I didn't even know he knew my name.
Right.
I don't know his name.
Right.
He definitely hooked it up fat.
I think you were telling me, didn't he used to work with Jordan Aker?
He did work with Jordan Aker at the Block, I think. Yeah, at the Block. And, I actually met him there at the Block. I was just shooting shit with Jordan Aker, grabbing some beer, and he was there grabbing beer before his shift.
Okay.
So I guess we, shipped the shit then, and then I went to go to h00kers for the first time, and he was actually bartending and stuff like that. And yeah, he's hooked it up before. I didn't realize it.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, we're kind of on the topic of bars in the area. I know you said there's been a marked decline in the amount of clients that the Block sees.
Yeah.
I know you mentioned they've actually lost their liquor license a couple times.
They've lost their liquor license a couple times. I think it has to do with the mixtures of definitely probably selling to underagers, fights happening there, and then them just not being smart about their shit. But yeah, I feel like before COVID, that used to be the place to go.
I mean, it's a poppin' place, and they have that nice multi-restaurant kitchen that people can order from. You can get whatever, ice cream, milkshakes,
and I'm telling you,
the yakitori.
When they closed down the food hall and they opened it up to a lounge, at least this was pre-COVID or whatever.
Okay.
That place used to be fucking packed, and there were dimes there, hella dimes there.
That's what I like to hear, dude.
Yeah, it was basically the nicer version of Tommy Joe's for this area.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, it kind of tailing in with the Block, spent a lot of my birthday weekend there. The first night really fun. I mean, Braden was handing out gummy bears to these Latina women, picked one that he really liked and made her eat a handful of gummy bears at the same time. She was like, "You want me to put that in my mouth?" It's like, "Put it in your mouth."
Put it in your mouth.
She's looking at me. I'm just like, put it in your mouth.
Man, I gotta stop doing shots. I gotta stop doing shots at JMO.
Yeah, the shots of JMO tend to fuck you, dude. It's
Puked all over the floor.
Oof. And like, put it off as if nothing happened. Like I've been sitting on top of this for 20 minutes.
What? I think someone puked here.
Jordan, you need to figure this out.
You need to check the cameras now.
Then we went back there the next day, and fucking that next day was fun until that big fucking Latin dude tried to fight you. I mean, honestly, what you said was just so stupid. Like, I don't know why you took so much offense, but like, buy me a drink, I'm gonna give you a kiss on the cheek. Jordan immediately goes into like mitigation of the situation. Like, no, bro, it's not what he meant. I'm like, I think he said exactly what he meant.
That was so funny.
Pretty sure.
What did we do after that?
Where did we go after the block? I feel like we did something. Did we go over to Gillies?
We must have. I mean, it depends how late we did something before.
I think that's what it was, because we were at the block relatively late in the evening.
Yeah, both times.
Both nights.
Yeah. So what were we doing? I completely forgot what the fuck we were doing. Were we at Gillies?
Might have been.
I have no idea.
Not
what made us go to the block in the first place? We definitely had to been drinking before that.
No, I think I just like knew that Jordan was working,
okay.
And I think we looked at the people that were working at Gillies and we're like, nah, we don't want to go to Gillies.
Oh, I know where. Is that the night or the day that we went to Rockville Beer, or no? Because we also did go to Rockville Beer.
I feel like that was a couple days later.
Oh, damn, that's such a blur of a fucking weekend.
No, very much so, but it was a blast, and I mean, fucking tailing from that, the next week I was down in Chincoteague with my mom, her husband, my brother, his wife, and all the kids. So that was a really fun time. I know I showed you a few pictures, but like, I don't know, my stepbrother took us out on his deep sea fishing boat.
Nice.
Tried to pay him for it. I know he spent at least $600 filling up his tank, and he just refused any cash. So I guess I'm gonna have to get him a good Christmas present this year.
Yeah. He lives down there?
So he owns a house on Kent Island.
Oh, okay.
And he rents that out, and he lives at some like small apartment in between Chincoteague and Ocean City, because he keeps his boat dock down in Chincoteague.
Okay.
And then goes up to Ocean City to like fish tournaments and shit like that.
Gotcha.
But I mean, it's a fucking money-making business, dude. Like, he can charge $3,000 to go out for the day for a group of 8 people, and people aren't batting an eyelash at it.
Yeah, does he do that kind of stuff? Or?
He does. Okay. He does take people out for charters. Now, like, I think it depends on, like, how well you know him, because he just loves being out there on the water.
Okay.
So, like, he, for example, alright, and we're back. But, you know, the Chincoteague trip was just it was a great way to cap off my birthday. Fucking drove back tired as shit Thursday night, but my boss was like, "Where the fuck are you?" And I'm just like, "Oh, I'll be on tomorrow, sir."
Yeah.
But it was fun, man. I know you're really excited, and you're kind of on the knowing edge of some of the new things coming out. One thing that I've heard you talk about a lot is the new iOS on the iPhone, as well as just the new phone that's coming out. What's getting you really excited about that, man?
It's just like those small things that they're updating this year on the iOS. And hardware. I'm just excited for the dynamic island to come to
All of them.
all of them. And I think I didn't get the last iPhone. This is what, iPhone 13, and I'm the kind of guy that gets each iPhone each year. But some of the few things I'm interested about is the standby mode. So like your phone now is going to be like a desktop screen when you set it by.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So have like you could set it up so to have like a clock or whatever, and then like whatever you want.
Basically like an always-on display.
Exactly. And it's going to be for every phone. I think the always-on display this year was only for the Pro Max.
Pro Max.
But it didn't even have a standby mode, so that should be cool. And I feel like iPhone lets Android do things first, because I'm pretty sure Android
let them test them out.
has always had a standby mode for a while now. And then interactive widgets are coming to the iOS.
Getting hip to those.
So you know how we have like the weather widget, but it's just there for basically show. It's just like now you can actually interact with it.
Like scroll and
through
shit.
it. If you have your task list on there, you can actually like
Mark
it and stuff like that. So that's cool. Like stop your Apple Music on the widget instead of having to
open the app.
What else? We're each gonna have like there's gonna be like profile.
Okay.
You're going to have an individual profile that you'll make, which you'll be able to share. I remember I was telling you about the Bump app that we used to have way back in the day, where you would just touch your phones and you would share
the contacts
or whatever like that. But so iPhone is just going to have that built in. So you're going to make a profile. It's going to have your picture or your emoji on there. And your information, and then like let's say we meet up for the first time. I want to give you my contact. We'll just bump phones, and then you'll have.
I'll tell you this, dude, it sounds great, but our man Elias is going to be slapping every girl's cell phone with his.
I wonder how that's gonna work. If you're gonna have to
like accept the contact information,
either accept the contact or go into something to be able to
enable
share
it,
or you can just go up to people when they have
just
their
like
phones
tap
and
their phone, like, hey babe, I'll call you later.
And then like with your profile, I was telling you this, like it's gonna do live editing. So once I share my contact information, all that, if I change something on my end, it will automatically update on your end and stuff like that.
That's pretty cool. And I know we had talked briefly about that before, and I guess my concern still is like I feel like they're going to have to let the end user, so again, you give me your information, you change yours, they're going to have to say Alvin Wanena updated his profile.
Yeah.
Because what if you just change your name or something in the thing, then I'm going to be scrolling down like, where the fuck is this man?
Yeah. Who's LNBD? And then speaking with the whole the bumping thing, airdropping is going to be a lot better now. You're going to be able to like airdrop, and again, I was telling you, I airdrop you something and we leave each other and it's not done airdropping. It'll now continue through cellular
data
or Wi-Fi, which is a good thing. And then live voicemails.
Okay.
Which is I'm really excited for. And
I know you mentioned it's live voicemails as well as the capability to leave a voicemail on FaceTime.
Yeah. So with the live voicemail, it's like I send you. You send me the voicemail, I'm leaving you a voicemail, you see it being dictated on your phone, and you have the option to still pick it up.
Okay.
So you can read what I'm saying to you. If it's important, you'll pick it up. If not, you call me back later or whatever.
So if I'm like screening my calls, it's just like the perfect opportunity to be like, oh wait, that is something I want to talk about real quick.
Exactly.
Like, let me pick up the phone and talk to my dude Alvin.
Yeah, it's like, I don't want to talk to him right now. And then it's like, oh, I got some bud. Let's talk.
Let's talk, sir.
Talk. And then, with the FaceTime voicemails, like if you don't pick up the FaceTime and I want to show you something immediately, I can take a recording of that or whatever, leave it as a voicemail for your FaceTime. So that's going to be...
and that really excites me because I feel like the capacity has been there for years. They've been able to do so, but they just haven't allowed that. To be able to send somebody a video message without having to take a video recording, send it to them via text message, it just makes so much more sense.
It does. And then... this, I didn't even tell you about this last time. So, and this is not even a feature that's going to be like blatantly out there and stuff like that. You're going to have to go to accessibility and activate it. And then it's like basically AI powered voice. So it's gonna have you say a couple phrases, and then it's gonna like get your voice.
Learn your voice.
Yeah, and so let's say you want to type something, like your voice is, you have a sore throat, you lose your voice or something like that. You can type something out, and it will say it in your voice.
Oh.
So that's
there's some deep fakes that have come out of that.
Exactly.
Man.
So that, yeah, it's gonna have you say like 100 phrases or something like that. Learn your voice, and then like let's say you lose your voice, you have a sore throat, you have like speaking issues or something like that. It's gonna be able to like.
Dude, I can only imagine kids using their mom's phone, calling the front desk like. Alvin will not be in today. Please excuse this absence. He is all right. Yeah. He is homesick.
So that is going to be interesting. So just small stuff like that. Battery power, I was telling you, is at least for the Pro Max is going to go up 18%, and then I think 3% increments lower for each iteration of the new. So it's going to be 15 for the Pro.
Well, I mean, and I just think about it, like the battery is the majority of the phone nowadays anyways, so are they also reducing the size of the battery while increasing the capacity, or are they just reducing the size of other elements?
I think they are reducing the size of the battery and the size of the new chip.
Okay.
And I think the processing, or because of the processing power of the chip, it's allowing the battery to,
run more efficiently.
Yeah. So it's going to be and they're going stainless steel on the Pro Max now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Good.
So they're going stainless steel. The volume button here is going to be now a hot button. So have you seen the new watches? The Ultras?
No.
So you're not hip to the Ultras?
Are you talking about the one with the bezel around that?
It's kind of.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It almost has like a guard on the side.
It has like a hot button on top of here. So that's going to be what this is. So you could change it so you want to turn on your camera, you can click that. You want to turn silent mode, just click that. So it's not going to be a switch anymore.
So interesting.
Yeah.
Then what's happening to my mute switch then?
That it's going to be one of the hotkeys.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, because that's something that I've always really liked on the iPhone. I go into a meeting or something without having to turn myself on Do Not Disturb. I can just quick click it down, and it's completely
I'm pretty
silent.
sure they're gonna have like you click it 3 times, something else happens, 2 times, something.
That's what I was gonna think. Is I mean, and they've already kind of done that with the power feature on it. You can double click it to get to the Apple Pay and things like that. So
and for all the renderers that they have out there, it also shows that the volume button is now going to be one
solid piece,
and it's going to be kind of like a haptic.
Interesting. Bar. So it's going to like vibrate back at you.
Yeah, and it's not like clicking kind of thing. So it's going to
interesting.
So how like the home buttons used to be.
Kind
of thing. Yeah. So really excited for the new iPhones. I mean, it's not changing drastically the whole body shape, but again, those small little features
they're going to make a difference. 100%. I mean, I'm sure it'll again be the best-selling phone in the world. But I'm really excited also about the transition to USB-C all around.
Yeah.
That's going to be big. It's going to allow you to charge your phone quicker. Also, dude, I hate having to carry a lightning cable everywhere I go, because I have USB-C for my laptop, for my vape, for my tablet. Why can't I charge my cell phone on the same thing?
And I think in Europe they're requiring most electronics to be run at 1,000. Is it MPH? That it's for milliwatts or whatever?
Milliwatts an hour.
Is it MPH?
MWH.
Okay, so they want it to be 1,000, and I think the iPhone is the only Apple products that's at 500. So I think they want to cap it up. They want to move it up to.
That's
1,000.
Excellent, though. And I mean, you're going to have a little bit more battery drainage, charging it faster, and
maybe
things like that.
Maybe it's not that low for 500, but I know it's the lowest of all their
products.
All their products is at 1,000.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, batteries degrade though, and the thing is, with most people getting a new phone, every 1 to 3 years anyways, I don't think that's going to cause too much of an inconvenience to people.
Yeah, I mean, and before me, I mean, I was very, very privileged and able that I was like able to get the new iteration of the iPhone.
Whatever it is.
And
yep.
that also has to do, in fact, with T-Mobile's like upgrading plan is just too.
They're pretty nice
too
with
good.
it.
It's like you usually are financing a phone for what, 24 months, 2 years.
Yep.
For them, it's after a year.
You can turn it in, cancel that contract,
or if you've paid it half off, like then you can trade it in.
Nice.
So I would able to jump my phone. It was called the Jump program. So
right.
I would jump my phone like every year. Just pay for the taxes on the phone, and then you can upgrade.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Now that's going to be really exciting. Looks like we need a couple more beers, so we're going to take a 1-minute break here, and we will be right back. All right, and we are back.
Yeah, had to get some more brews. I'm still trying to work on mine, dude. That workout
Killed you today, dude.
Yeah, taking pre-workout for the first time in like years, and then hitting it.
Dude, that amount of caffeine will fuck you up.
Yeah.
If your body's not ready for it.
I gave some to my cousin too, and he was not handling it right.
He was not?
Yeah, he was like a lot more. So I was at the gym, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna do one more exercise, and I sat down, and I was like, oh fuck, I'm gonna puke.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking puke. So I fucking rushed to the bathroom. Didn't even make it. I puked by the trash can by the pool a couple of times.
Dude, why do you puke in the worst spots?
So I puked in the trash. And then I was like, I'm not done yet. I'm gonna go to the bathroom and puke some more. Puked some more, and I was like, all right, I'm good to go. I fucking came out of that bathroom stall drenched in fucking sweat. Drenched in sweat.
You burned more calories in that puke than you did your whole exercise, dude.
And I was like, fuck, I don't want to look like a pussy. I'll do more. I'll at least do some arm exercise. On my way to do arm exercise, my cousin looks at me and is like, are you done? I'm like, that dude's looking like he's hurting right now. I was like, yeah, let me just finish my arms and then we can go. He just sat down and waited for me, and then it was like, I went home, puked some more. But I did push myself hella hard, but I don't know, I puked a little bit, crawled into bed, and I was just like, fuck, Garrett's coming in 20 minutes. That's what you texted me, be there in 20 minutes. I had to take a quick shower.
Fuck yeah. No, I mean, sometimes those good workouts, I mean, working out till you puke it isn't a bad thing, as long as that's not the regular. But
yeah, it's not the regular, but it's not fun.
You gotta push yourself sometimes.
Yeah. But at least we're here.
Dude, and it's a beautiful day out. I mean, gorgeous weather. We're filming outside 7 h00kers Brewery today.
Might hit the range after this.
Might hit the range afterwards, go hit a few balls. It's something, we've talked about this previously, but both of us play a lot of video games, Alvin.
Oh, yeah.
Anything in particular you're excited for that's either releasing soon or that you've been playing?
Yeah, I mean, you play more of a more diverse range of games than I do.
Okay.
I usually just...
You're an FPS guy.
Not even just all full FPS, Call of Duty.
You're Call of Duty guy.
I'm a Call of Duty shrew. Even if they make a shitty one, like the last couple ones that they've been making, I'll still buy it. I already pre-ordered Modern Warfare 3.
Okay.
After they had a reveal event on Warzone last week. As soon as it happened, I just fucking pre-ordered it. They've been releasing clips of the story. Looks pretty cool. They're gonna launch with all original 14 maps from the 2009 Modern Warfare 2.
I did read that, and that's really exciting.
It's exciting. And then when I was watching the trailer, do you remember No Russia?
Mm-hmm.
So that's how Modern Warfare 2 ends. It's with the text No Russian.
Okay.
And it's in a plane. So I think they're gonna do No Russian on a plane now.
That'd be pretty awesome.
That's gonna be fucking nuts.
I mean, it's been a really big franchise, probably the biggest for EA Activision that they've had in the last decade or two.
Everything that they've put out that is going to be in Modern Warfare 3 is for the better. Faster movement, bringing back the old school map. It looks like it's going to a better direction. This is what Modern Warfare 2 should have been. Yeah. And I think their original plan before Modern Warfare 2 kind of flopped. It didn't flop, but it didn't go as projected.
Right.
So their plan was for them to release Modern Warfare 2 and then release keep it going, and then Modern Warfare 3 was supposed to be like a DLC kind of thing.
Okay.
And then they were gonna
Give it a second. Truck the pass.
so they were gonna basically move on top like Modern Warfare 2. And then since it flopped, they're like, fuck, we might as well just
Release a whole new game.
Put more into it. And that's what's kind of pissing people off a little bit. They're just like, this is
what it was supposed to be.
This is what it's supposed to be, but it's still kind of the same game.
Yeah.
Like the preview that they've shown of the story mode, it looks a lot more flushed out, more crisp, and obviously it's updated graphics and stuff like that, but it's still looking like the same kind of gameplay.
Okay.
They have added new things like tactical crouch and shootings.
Okay, that's smart.
Which is cool. The NVGs now are not completely green; they're like blue.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I know that they're kind of changing the map system back to how the original Modern Warfare 2 was.
Yeah.
In that
like the 3-lane system kind
exactly.
of thing.
Yeah. Also that when somebody fires within hearing distance from you, it's going to show the red dot on the map, which I think is going to encourage a lot faster gameplay, which is exactly what they want to do with a game like Call of Duty.
Yeah, they were catering to like new Call of Duty fans. They dumbed it down not even dumbed it down. They made it a lot more slow, a lot more campy, I feel like.
And dude, it's the camping that has pissed me off in most of those games throughout the years, because you can have a great match, 20 frags, and then there's just some dude fucking camping behind a door with an AK.
Yeah, I kind of just want them to bring back quick scoping. Modern Warfare 2019 had a good quick scoping system with the snipers.
Right.
And they took that away. Like even in this new Warzone 2, no more one-shot snipers.
Same trucks passing again, so we'll give it another second.
That truck is moving.
Ellen's Carrier has places to be.
But yeah, so mainly I'm excited for Modern Warfare 3. I also am looking to pick up new FIFA.
So I've played the last multiple iterations of FIFA. I mean, the game...
You getting tired?
I am, but I'm not.
Yeah.
It's always fun to, outplay somebody online. Like, even if they're better than you, there are certain tricks that the game is favorable to offense.
I know Sway's always going to pick it up. I told him I was going to pick 2023, and I just didn't end up doing it.
Didn't end up doing so.
But I do want to do 2024, like...
Yeah, I mean, you should see, I think, at least on the computer, you can play 2023 if you have Game Pass. So, I mean, that's something that I've really enjoyed, and it's really helped me expand my catalog of games that I play. Because, there's a couple hundred games that I have access to, whatever, takes 20 minutes to download, but then I have a AAA game, and they have been doing better at getting some indie games in there.
I will try. Okay, maybe I did lie to you a little bit. I do play other games. Flight Simulator games. Flight Simulator and Train Simulator. Don't even get me started. After a hard day of work, getting drunk and driving a train is awesome. Seeing the countryside pass you by. Woo!
Dude, one summer I just got hooked on European Truck Simulator.
Dude, that must be fucking lit.
It's insane, dude. I have so much fun playing it. I'm just like, yeah, gotta get this fucking tobacco through Russia.
For me, I went straight into it. I didn't try and do the tutorials or whatever. I will tell you. How you doing? I will tell you it took me a good hour to figure out how to start the train.
There's so many intricacies, dude.
You gotta flip this switch. You gotta flip that lever. You gotta do all. I was just like, what the? But once you get it, it's so satisfying to be like.
Oh, very much so, dude.
Like once you cruise, and then like when you play the modes that you gotta pick up passengers too.
Right.
It's so fucking fun.
Oh man, no, I dig those type of games.
Truck Simulator seems like it would be so fucking lit.
It's really fun. And again, like a lot of times you might be lying about what's on your bill of transport and shit. You're taking more load than you're supposed to.
Do you stop and hit the spoon, the crack pipe.
Fucking.
They have-
Am I not a European trucker?
They got glory holes in there too.
They got glory holes, dude. They are abundant.
Oh man.
You just got to get the right.
Oh, so it's a real simulator.
It's a real trucker simulator.
What other games do you play? I know you be playing League a lot.
I play League a lot. What I've really been getting into recently is Tekken 5. I've been playing a lot of that recently.
Is that the latest one that's been?
I think it is the most recent iteration of it. I've also been playing the most recent Street Fighter, which has been a lot of fun.
Okay.
Trying to get back into some of those old fighters. I know you used to play. You got down a lot with Dead or Alive, right?
Yeah, I love Dead or Alive. That was my. I was never really a Street Fighter guy or, a Tekken guy.
Okay.
Dead or Alive was just. I liked how you could change arena. Well, I don't know what that's called when you break someone into another arena.
Oh yeah, basically like a multi-layered map for a fighting game.
That's what it
you
had.
can punch somebody into it.
Like
they break down.
I know
Dead or Alive did that early.
Soul Calibur had that too, but
they did.
I think was Soul Calibur older than Dead or Alive?
I do think it is a few years older than it. Soul Calibur's been around for some time.
But what did it come out in?
I couldn't tell you exact dates. I know that Soul Calibur 2 was on the
system?
Dreamcast.
Okay, so yeah.
Soul Calibur 1 was on, I don't know if it was the Genesis or a previous system.
I had Dead or Alive, I forgot which iteration, but I had Dead or Alive on the Dreamcast.
I think that might have been DOA 2. They were probably pretty close.
I think it was Dead or Alive 2, yeah.
There were a lot of fighting games that kind of came out during that span of time.
And come on, like the boob mechanics in that game.
Woo! Man, I don't know how many hours I spent playing Dead or Alive Beach Volleyball.
Dude.
And that was just a mini game within Dead or Alive 2.
Dude, and then they came out with a Dead or Alive...
Just a beach volleyball.
Dude, fucking disgusting brothers.
It's just so satisfying, and one of the things that I kind of like about those game modes is they make a mini game and then they realize they have an entire additional franchise game from it.
Yeah, because you have like fucking millions of horny bros out there.
Yeah, dude.
Like, I wasn't even in puberty and I was getting a little worked up. First grade Alvy, worked up.
Fuck yeah. So that's been around my Gamescape recently. I like to watch like highlights of other games. I've been watching this one game. It's called Only Up. I think
I thought you were about to say OnlyFans. That's not a game.
Sorry, brother. But that's on my private tab. No, so it's basically you're trying to reach the top of this tower.
Oh yeah, I'm very.
And like shit's like floating in the air.
I love watching the reactions to it.
People get so pissed, dude.
Yeah, fucking Dr. Disrespect.
Dr. D?
Yeah. His reactions are hilarious.
Dude, Dr. D is a gem. I was so like.
Didn't he almost get canceled, or did he get canceled?
He did get canceled, but like he's so popular, he made his way back.
He just got dropped by Twitch or something, like without
completely banned.
Without any.
Well, I think it was something about like the divorce with his wife or some shit.
Yeah, I thought
he was like hitting on his assistant and shit like that. He Bill Cosby'd it.
Oh man.
I mean,
Sleepy Bill?
I hope he gave her some drugs.
Oh man. Oh man.
I mean, it's just like that. I think it's like a family barbecue or like a graduation episode for Bill Cosby, and like everyone's there and he's like, I gave everyone my special juice, and then his daughter tries to get a glass of it. He's like, no, not for you, honey.
Oh no. The Dashiki Brothers do not condone Bill Cosby's activities.
Oh no. But is he funny? Absolutely.
Oh, he's funny. It was a joke, okay? He fell asleep.
He kind of winks at the end. He's like, you want a glass of water? And has like some drugs next to it. Like, this is in a fucking 90s sitcom.
Oh, man. Sicko mode.
He killed it, dude. So, we have a couple more things we want to talk about here today. You know, and we'll tail into the breweries after this, but I kind of want to talk about the regulars at the places that we go to the most. There's an interesting set of people that come around here, man.
Yeah. Fucking, what's his name? What did I call him yesterday? Mark. I called him Max yesterday. I called him Mark. I called him Max. Fucking, always coming in with his fucking dog, Roxy, letting it scamper around everywhere behind the bar. Even fucking Scott was like, what the fuck? Like,
what's going on here?
He's like, I thought that was a rat. And I was like, it is a rat. It is a fucking oversized
But, like,
rat.
it's not even like he, like, brings her out and takes care of her. He just constantly yells, "Shut up, Roxy!" The entire time that Mark's there.
It's either this fucking place is haunted or Roxy's seeing all the rats that scamper
around the establishment.
It literally, it'll just be barking at nothing. At nothing. And I'm like, that's what I was thinking about yesterday. I was like, is it seeing the rats? Like, it's definitely seeing the fucking rats. By the way, there's no rats in the 7-Locks. There's no rats.
But Mark's a really cool dude. There's the Zesty Bros over at Gillies. Dan and Kyle, like, honestly, if they weren't together all the time and I didn't know that they were gay and married, I would have no idea. Like,
nothing wrong that they're gay.
Nothing wrong at all. Like, I fully support them being married. I'm happy for them. But they're bros, dude. Like, to the nth degree. I mean... and they both be popping Zins.
Oh, they do be popping Zins.
They love the nicotine, dude.
Dude, they're the Zin bros.
He's like, I haven't had a cigarette in 2 years now. But I'm just like, dude, you popped 4 Zins in the hour that we were here.
Are you swallowing them? I didn't see him take it out. Is he just swallowing the fucking
Oh, God,
Zins?
dude. I had the worst stomach ache of my life once when I accidentally swallowed an on.
Oh, God, dude. I have the worst stomach aches if I pass the 20-minute
mark with your on.
The suggested 20 minutes on the back, I follow it. I follow it. Because once it hits 21 minutes, I'm hitting the bathroom.
Fucking, speaking of ons and Zins, introducing Sam to ons for the first time.
When I did that, it was the greatest thing ever. Like, he is hooked.
He's hooked on him. He's like, dude, went to 7-Eleven, got him.
He's like, oh my God, they work. I was like, yeah, they work. He's like, they're.
Is he Kenyan?
No, he's not Kenyan. I know he does have that Kenyan bracelet.
That's what I saw. Yeah.
He said one of his friends got it for him.
Do you know where
He's
not Ethiopian.
Hell no. I'd have to say he's probably West African.
West African.
He seems West African.
Okay. I mean, I'm sure I've had plenty of encounters. I'm just not.
He hates the flags in there. He's definitely West African. He's definitely.
He sees the pride flags and he's just like, fuck this place.
Brian was telling me that he actually said something to him.
Did he?
Yeah, about the flags. Brian was just like, Sam, what do you expect? This is North Bethesda. You can't get mad.
Well, also, like, I don't know. I see people that move into this area and they react so differently than people that were raised in this area. I was raised among all colors, creeds, all religions, and everything, and I just feel like now that's the norm to me. When I went up to Frostburg for the first time, and it's 60% Caucasian, 20% Black African American, and then other. Like,
bro. So you graduated 09, right?
I graduated high school in 2008.
8? Okay.
Yeah.
And I went in 2012. Or I graduated 12. Went in Frostburg. When I was checking, so my senior year, when I was checking the demographics, it was like that.
Right.
The year that I went, completely changed.
It finally boosted up well, I know that Frostburg was very big in recruiting from the inner cities.
It was 40% whites, 30% blacks, and then the rest other.
Yeah.
And that was not when I looked. It was
Yeah.
The demographics that you said. I was shooketh.
Well, and that's the interesting thing. I mean, and I think the town did really well for itself and the university in expounding their, recruiting to the school. I mean, there were plenty of kids there at Frostburg that had really, they grew up in that area. White was the norm.
So I did my time at fucking Allegheny. My time, like I'm saying, it's prison. It was like fucking prison.
Allegheny Community.
I did Allegheny Community, and it was primarily African American.
Yeah.
And they would go out to Baltimore area and give kids scholarships and stuff like that.
Allegheny Community College.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was mostly concierge just not coming to the range. But yeah, that's what they would do. They would go out to Baltimore, give them scholarships and stuff like that.
Right.
And dude, attending that community college was like I was fucking attending high school.
Really?
Did I not tell you about this story?
No, you didn't.
When I took fucking communication 101. What was it? Was that what?
Yeah.
What we had? You know, with
where you have to like do like public speaking.
Yeah,
and shit
it was
like
like
that.
general like
Communications
required,
course. Yeah.
it was required for you to take. So I took that, and it was with an old dude, and he was retiring that year.
Okay.
And dude, these black kids berated him every fucking day, talked over him, like talked back to him. I don't think we really got through any lesson plan the whole time.
Really?
That whole class. Like, it was so fucking bad. It was so bad that me and the white kids organized a going away party for this
For the
old
teacher?
man. Yeah, because like
Good for you, dude.
They made him cry on multiple occasions.
Damn.
It was so bad. I was like, I feel like I'm in high school again. Like,
That's rough. And I mean, teaching is one of those just such altruistic professions.
Yeah.
He's not there for the money.
and like you could tell who the kids that were doing it, because like everyone's set on like two different sides. So all the
my
bad kids
God.
set on like the left hand side. I'm like here sitting with the white kids and like the only other one black kid who's being nice, not trying to like. It was so. I felt so bad for that old man. His last year teaching, and you're just gonna get like berated like that.
Slam, dude. That's
Ew.
awful. Kind of tailing back to some of the locals that come around these places. Freaking one of my favorites is Luis.
Luis.
Older Peruvian dude, had a stroke a few years ago, comes in his modified van, crushes a couple freaking...
Dude, how modified is that van? Like
It's lightly modified.
no pedals or?
No, there's pedals.
Because
His right leg works.
okay, does it work that well?
He gets around well enough. I think
Okay.
his left side is just pretty atrophied.
Okay.
But he's a bro, dude, and
I knew him before his stroke.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, because I used to go to Gillies all the time, and I've known Luis. I'm like, actually, I think when I was working, he was first started working. He was okay,
okay.
and then like a few months later, I hadn't seen him for a while, and then saw him with a crutch. And I was like, damn, did he have a stroke? And for the dog having a stroke and still out there pounding 6-pack of
Dude,
Modelo's.
he pounds a 6-pack of Modelo
on
just
a
about every
daily-
night. Yeah.
It's glad that he didn't have like any diabetes or other health issues, because
100%.
he
That could have been bad.
Could have been on that, like my dad on the dialysis.
Yeah.
And that's no bueno.
But when we were smoking a blunt and he walked up, he's like, "Hey."
No, we were smoking a blunt. Did we just finish rolling and he pulled up in his minivan?
Yeah, we're smoking, and then he's like,
Yeah.
"Hey,
Yeah.
cabron, that weed?" Like,
I was like, you want to hit this? And then you looked at me, and I think when you looked at me, I know you were like, kind of like, nah.
I mean, I was down with him hitting it. I was just worried that the dude was going to stroke out again or something.
I thought I didn't think he was being serious, because stroke victim.
Yeah.
I don't think. And then he grabbed it. And was like,
dude, he takes
take a couple of
3 or
puffs,
4
and he was like,
deep
whoa.
puffs,
He was like,
dude.
ooh,
Like, that's some good weed.
That's some good shit. And now he'd be hitting the dispo. He
I do
got
see
up
that, dude.
and went to the dispo. Or I guess he has been going. It's just like
I
we
mean,
put 2 and 2 together because it's the stroke victim. Like
cracks me up, dude. And I mean, he just has such a like nonchalant personality about shit. He's like, yeah, I knew this girl. She didn't say hi to me at the bar once. I said, fuck her. Said, I won't talk to you again. You're not worth my time.
Sometimes he'll get like sloshed and he'll have his wife pick him up.
Okay.
His wife Rosemary pick him up. It's pretty geek. But speaking of more of the Gilly Patreons that go there, Elias has to be a disgusting bro.
Dude, that dude hits on like anything with a pulse, man or woman.
If you're watching, Elias, we love you. We love you.
Elias, you're the best. But like, how many charges do you have pending, sir?
Don't do that. Don't do that, bro. Because
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised in the least to hear that he has definitely been in court at least once for sexual assault. But
I wonder if Jocelyn's met Elias. I think I would remember, because he would
have kissed her straight on the mouth, dude.
Dude, he has a picture of him like kissing someone on Doug's. He has his Untapped picture.
You were about to say his OnlyFans.
Yeah, his Untapped fucking picture is him kissing another dude's wife on the cheek, close to the lips, but.
Was it the?
It's Doug's wife.
Tara?
Bald, yes. But they have to be swingers. Speaking about Doug, has to be.
Doug might be a swinger.
Doug has to be Doug might be a zesty. I told you about that one time I saw him at Quincy's.
No.
Yo, I saw him at Quincy's, and he was with Allie.
Okay.
And they were just chilling, and then I go up to him and I fucking rubbed his head like a fucking ape. Like a magic ball. I was like, what does the magic ball see? And thank God it was Doug, and he geeked. He actually geeked. But then like I woke up the next day and I was like, what the fuck did I do? I was like, I went and rubbed that bald man's head. Like,
sounds about right at Quincy South. Gotta get your good luck somewhere.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace.
That's a good bar, dude. Cheers to Quincy's.
Yeah. Who are your other favorite Patreons around here?
Graham's a bro. Graham's a cool dude.
We might have him on the
we gotta bring him on here. He's a real knowledgeable guy. I'll tell you one that he wants to be a bro, but he's the weirdest fucking person I've met in years. Navi.
Oh, dude.
I mean,
don't get me started about that, bro.
Whatever, like, you know.
To each their own. To each
their own. But when he came into Gilly's wearing lipstick, mascara, and eyeshadow, and some blush on his cheek.
Yeah, dude. What the fuck?
Just like, Navi, did your date not go well?
Like every time like he orders something or he's saying goodbye, he always winks at me, and like I'm like, bro, I'm getting weird. And then like he's a cool
I don't know. If he's cool.
I don't know, but he's just weird. He's a
weird dude.
Like, Alvin, I've seen the change in you. You look so different. I'm like, bro, are you hitting on me?
He's also like ultra aggressive. He's like, yeah, like they took my seat at the bar, stared him down for 30 minutes. He's like, I could beat the shit out of him. I'm like, Navi, I'm sure you could, but like, isn't it also a hate crime if they punch you?
We don't know if he's zesty. I don't think he's zesty. He does have a kid.
He does have a kid.
An ex-wife. That might be why it's an ex-wife.
I don't know, man. Are you walking around in lipstick?
No, I'm not walking. What the fuck? What?
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I guess, but he's definitely an interesting one. I think that's a great tail into some of the local breweries we like, man. So, I mean, I see it all the time. People come up to you, people come up to me and ask, where are the good brewers around here? What's good to drink? And I like it because, you know, I don't mind giving out like tips for places in the area, but what are some of your favorites in the area?
Like, hey, you're an alcoholic. What do you like?
What do you like?
Where do you like to go? So obviously, Seven Lots is like our home base.
Yeah.
It's starting to pick up on like we're starting to actually do good things.
I was gonna say, dude, this is a pale ale, not an IPA, but it's a hazy pale ale.
Yeah.
Let's give you a look at this. This is a great hazy. They haven't had a hazy in a couple years.
I mean, Shattered Glass is supposed to be in hazy. It doesn't taste like a hazy.
Doesn't look like a hazy.
Awakening is usually good.
Yeah.
But
where is it?
Yeah. I don't know.
Are they going to put it out in the fall? They put out a 10% railway stout.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like, the way that they, throw out their beers is just, like, weird. Like, 10%.
Doesn't make much sense.
10% high gravity stout in the summer. I mean, I'll drink it.
Yeah.
We've had people. Scott will drink it.
Dude, Scott pounded 3 of them.
More than 3.
Did he?
It was more than 3, dude.
I mean, like...
And he's going home to, like, what was he saying? He was going
he has to go get his son dinner. He promised his son dinner. I'm like, dude, you're really going to drive your kid this hammer? Oh, he's 16. He's good.
I wouldn't be surprised.
He plays football.
I wouldn't be surprised if he pulls up tonight.
Scott's a bro.
He's a fucking bro. I mean...
He's a salesman.
Yeah.
But honestly, I think that's good for the brewery. You know, having somebody that's literally trying to go and open every door that he can.
And I was telling him, if he needs another salesperson, I'll be there. I'll fucking help him out. I would help him out anywhere that I could. I've fucking been trying to tell Keith and Jim that I want more responsibility at the brewery. So
yeah,
I hope. And they said they'll talk. So hopefully, we'll get some.
That's good to hear. Let's talk about a semi-recently owned open brewery and one that's going out of business tomorrow.
Which?
True Respite.
Oh, when did that open up?
Well, no, True Respite's been open for a while.
Oh, you talking about Baby Cat?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, Baby Cat. We need to go back because I think we were kind of bar hopping that day.
We were. We hit the range. We went up to Brew Belly. Yeah. We went down to Baby Cat. I think we came here for a beer.
And then we capped it out of here.
Yeah.
But I was like kind of tipsy at Baby Cat. I want to go back.
It's a fun place. You know, such a cool little setting there.
I love this set. I love the atmosphere there. I love
it's perfect, dude. Now, maybe a couple bucks more per beer than I really want to pay.
It's worth it.
But you're paying for the atmosphere. You're paying for the environment.
And like for us, we don't pay for beer here, so like I'm okay for paying, spending that extra.
Oh yeah, no, and I mean, honestly, regardless where I go, like, I typically, unless if they're charging $14-15, that's a bit fucking egregious. Yeah. But dude,
it's so hard to tip on a 14 beer.
It's impossible to tip on it, dude. And it's nothing against the bartender, but I'm just like, I hope you're making $15 or $20 an hour.
Yeah,
right
like
now.
At the O's game, like, fuck that, dude. And we're drinking Bud Light.
Awful.
I can't stomach that shit no more. I don't know. I can if I'm forced to, but
yeah. Now I will say some of the really nice things about Baby Cat. Obviously, their outdoor seating is great. Mm-hmm. They have the cool lounge area inside with the actual couches and pretty decent sized tables in the back.
That open window kind of thing
to look into their. Yep.
That was nice. Like they got cats roaming around.
It's a nice little place, and they get the best food trucks in the area, dude. Constantly.
It's in a good.
Dude, Kensington, you can't ask for a better place.
If there were more, like if these were apartments, neighborhoods, this place would be fucking popping, dude.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, you do have plenty of residential right across the street, but it's also a lot of residential family.
And we need more, like, better advertisement at that corner. It's blocked.
Hell yeah, you do.
It's blocked. Like, you can't really... You'd
see 7 Blocks Brewery now.
And everyone says, oh, I didn't know this place existed, blah, blah. Same with Gillies, but...
I hear it constantly. And, I mean, there are the occasional people from Twin Brook that know about it. They just don't come here for whatever reason. But kind of tailing into that, I'm hoping that this place can kind of capitalize on that other brewery closing, True Respite. True Respite's 3 miles from here. It has a very popular trivia night. And
How
I think...
How big is a spot there?
True Respite's small.
It's small?
It's relatively small.
then have the production facility, keep the tap room, but like have that true respite if they bought that.
I don't want them to buy it. I just hope that this place gets business from there.
It's not gonna get business. Okay, so
I think from the trivia it might.
it's not okay. So the trivia has been popping up like way more than in the last couple of weeks, and I think that has to do with our new media person.
She's good.
Yeah, shout out to Erica. But
Yeah.
like she's been making posts, like maybe 2 to 3 posts a day on Instagram.
Okay. So
trying to
really
promote-
living it up.
Yeah, they're actually promoting the food trucks prior, not day of.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, she's doing a good job. So hopefully we'll see. We need more things to do here.
I agree, but also arguably this place has more to do than 75% of the breweries around here.
And we used to have cornhole that people used to play right here. You remember? Like, if there's no room anymore, we still have all that space back there.
All that grass all the way to the back.
That's still our property, so...
Yeah, and I mean, it's not like getting an additional line of fencing is that expensive. I mean, yeah, it's an initial investment, but why not?
And I know Scott's starting to do a lot more, because you heard him talk to Caitlin, like, and I don't know what he was trying to...
He's trying to sell me his own kidneys, dude.
He'll sell anything.
Yeah.
I heard him try to sell me. Where you're like,
damn.
Where you're like, hey, we don't do that no more.
That's a take. That is a heavy take, brother. So, all right, Alvin, give us 2 breweries we should visit in the Greater Rockville area.
Greater Rockville area?
The hell, even you can expand it up to Frederick.
I'll expand
down
it
to Silver Spring.
Frederick. Crooked Crab.
Crooked Crab, okay.
I like their atmosphere. There's another one around there too. I think it was Jailbreak.
Jailbreak.
Yeah, I actually did a. Do you remember Davina Moore?
Yep.
I went. Not this past Father's Day, the one prior.
I'm gonna have to fucking cut that. There's no way.
Yeah, you just spilled beer on your phone, so...
I fucking hate you, dude. I'm going to still cut this whole thing out, unless if I leave it in for fucking jest. Gotta have some self-deprecating
I don't
humor.
even know what I was talking about.
So, Davina, you went with Davina up to Jailbreak?
No, so, it was Father's Day, last year. She hits me up. We were hanging out. We start going bar hopping. We start off, and she has her kid too, with Carter with her. Carter is like about 3-4 years old, maybe 5.
Okay.
So yeah, we started going bar hopping. Started off in Pike and Rose, Owen's Ordinary. I don't know if you've ever been there. That's actually a brewery as well, or Owen's Ordinary. It's a brewery and a beer garden right next to Kushi Sushi. So that restaurant right yeah. So we started off there. We went all around. So we started here, ended up in fucking Crooked Crab, Jailbreak. So we went through all those breweries around in that area. And then we went to some fucking bar that was Southern Maryland. I don't know if you know it. It's a huge bar by the water. Has a playground with a pirate ship.
It's not ringing a bell.
Okay, well, that's where I don't even know how I fucking ended up home, and I don't even know how this bitch drove with her fucking son. But it was a great time. I think her friend, we met up with her friends, and one of her friends drove me all the way back here from fucking Southern Maryland. But it was such a great.
Dude, no way.
So, my 2 I'm going to suggest. One is going to be Silver Branch Brewing down in Silver Spring. Hit up Jackson. He's their sales rep there. Really good guy. Second for me.
Yo, what do you want to drink?
Is going to be, and this asshole. You see him? The fuck's wrong with him? The second place is going to be. Oh fuck! I'm gonna say Idiom Brewing. Check it out in Frederick. Thank you so much for joining in today. This is the Dashiki Brothers, episode 2. My name is Garrett Dearman.
Alvin Wynena.
Have a good night, guys.
You gonna join the next podcast?